Spawn me at the back again. Alright. Well. Alright, let's go for it. Random Sporty. It's been a while. Immediate crash. That was surprisingly a surprisingly good first corner. Second corner, not so much. Club is such a great little car. It's so nice that on Project Homecoming you don't need the camber to go quicker. So yeah, it's been a while since we've done a random Sporty. To remind everybody what this is like. It's basically like a random all. It's kind of a good mix between a random all and a random class race. It only contains the relatively quick cars, so tuners, I think it's like tuners and above. So the tuners class and anything that's quicker than that is available to get in a random Sporty. No really slow vehicles, not even just normal slow vehicles. There is still a decent amount of variation in a random Sporty. It is still, you know, a random race. But there's less variation than there would be in a random all. I feel like every time we've done a random Sporty, I've always had bad luck. Even though it's a random Sporty and there's less variation, I always end up with the tuners. Everyone gets supercars and sports cars and I end up with... There we go again. Pretty sure the Sigma 2 is a... Well, if it's not a tuner, it's a slow sports car. I don't know exactly the classes. Good old Project Homecoming. Bloody hell. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Hitting the pole and also lag hitting someone at the same time and actually putting him right, I think I did. A little bit of a mess on this first lap. Been quite a while since we've done this track. It's always a little bit too long for a random all. Random selects and random class specific races and things, they're fine on slightly longer tracks, but I figured a random Sporty would work pretty well as well on a slightly longer track. God, the leader is miles ahead in an Omnis as well. Pajero, that's an open wheeler in front, the PR4. See, there is still a lot of variation, even though it's a random Sporty and there's no super slow vehicles. There's still a good amount of variation of cars that you can get in random Sporty, and it's not random select or anything like that. This one, it is literally just full-on random race, just with a smaller pool of cars. So it's not like everyone's going to get the same by the end or anything like that. Leader's got a massive lead. He's so far ahead. I wonder what he had on that first lap. I figured I needed to do a random Sporty to counteract what's going to be happening in a short amount of time. If anyone hasn't seen my tweet or YouTube community post or Discord announcement, all vehicles random pain is happening. It's probably going to be about a 3 to 4 hour race on the Hot Wheels Jumps track, the original one. About 100 or so laps. We're going to go through every single vehicle in the random pain class. Everybody's going to get everything. Just like we did with the all vehicles random all, but there are some vehicles that are too bad to even be considered part of a random all pool of cars. Random pain is going to include all of those, in addition to all the worst vehicles that are in a normal random all as well. I feel like it had to be done for completion's sake.
Oh, what a scumbag!
6th of September, it'll be live on Twitch, and then it will be coming to YouTube afterwards, obviously. Probably I'm going to add it as part of the same playlist as the all vehicles random all. And it's going to be on the old Hot Wheels Jumps track, so people are going to have to do both sides of the track. Not my idea for splitting the track so you can choose which side. That's why it's going to be a little bit longer. Not with windmills, no. That's a little bit too much. Oh, rip. So yeah, I feel like doing a random Sporty to sort of, you know, give me a little bit of a nicer race with some nicer cars is a good idea before the random pain, where we're going to experience all of the random pain cars. Ooh, first actual quick car. Leader's still miles ahead. I need to navigate this traffic without crashing into anything. So yeah, random Sporty is kind of like the opposite of random pain, I guess. The time attack cars are incredible in the corners. They just take so much speed. Alright, there we go. Up into the top. Oh, I thought that was the top 10. Still not in the top 10. I'm not too far behind, like, the top 5 apart from the leader. There is still, you know, it is still luck-based, these random Sporty races, but there's less luck involved. Because the pool of cars you can get is much smaller. I mean, it's not much smaller, I suppose. There's still a good few hundred cars in the random Sporty pool. All the supercars, sports cars, muscle tuners, prototypes, open wheelers. That was the first genuinely properly quick car I had though. I could do with some more supercars. And take that as well. Just gotta try harder to get good cars. Evidently, I'm just not trying hard enough to get the good cars. Danny Annie has been in the lead of this race from the first lap. I wonder what he got on that first random lap. It must have been something amazing that he just drove away from everybody, and he's kept a massive gap since then. He's like the red dot on the map. Second place is purple. And he's just like, he's over that side of the track. Second place just going underneath now. Casco, okay. And the thing is, now that Mild has such a big gap in front, this isn't like a random all where he could get a dozer at any moment. Like, he can get some slow cars, but as long as he keeps it clean out front and makes the most of the cars that he gets, he'll probably be able to keep that until the end. Unless, like, Sins in second or something gets, you know, something crazy quick. This is kind of, this feels like every single random sporty race we've done, where I get very mediocre cars when everybody else is getting supercars, sports cars, as you would expect from a random sporty. And I'm driving well enough to stay sort of, you know, up there, but even with a smaller selection of cars, I'm still struggling to get any good luck. Finally, a supercar. CW19 behind me, because there's always got to be something better. Now we're talking. This is some better speed. Oh, I was trying to line up for the overtake there, but that obviously didn't happen. I managed to keep that CW19 behind me for most of the lap, so not bad. And now we're into a GT3 car. Alright. Maybe I can get some get my luck towards the end of the race. I wouldn't mind that. Coming on a bit stronger now. Finally into the top 10. I can get a bit closer to that top 5. Top 5 is just around this corner. 4th, 5th and 6th. We're closing in. These 2 GT cars. Outside. Nice. I'll take a Comet against a Prairie for 6th place. And is that an Exemplar ahead? It should do me nicely. Battle over top 5. Top 5 is always possible. Didn't get a good exit there though. Top 5's always possible. I feel like this is what it's all about in a random sporty race. You've got to you got to just drive the best you can in the when you're getting the tuner cars and the slower cars. You can still make up a lot of time by driving well in those cars as well. And because the variance is less than it normally would be in a random all, you can, if you stay there or thereabouts, you can get on a run of decent cars a lot easier and still be there. This is 3rd and 4th, just ahead. Oh, dang it. Rip. Well, I gotta take my own advice and just try to stick it out. Oh my god, this car doesn't have brakes. Bye-bye, everybody. It's still not the worst you could get. I wonder what is the worst that it's possible to get in a random sporty. The slowest car. Danny Annie's still in the lead. Corkhead 4 West had some really nice cars in this one, he must have done. Oh! Like, would it be a, maybe it would be like a Futo or something like that? Worst car you can get in a random sporty? I don't know, I'm not as knowledgeable about the tuners class. I assume this is in tuners? This is pretty slow. Yeah, cars that are as slow as a Mariachi Tornado aren't in random sporty. Schwarzer Classic Custom. No, not good enough. Oh. I need some supercars. Food toys, mid-tuners. The Prairie, actually. Prairie could be one of the slowest to get. Saw that earlier. Got a PR4 coming up behind me. Not too bad in a straight line. This Water Classic Custom could be a lot worse. Four and a half minutes to go. What, 3 more cars maybe? What next? Ah. Oh, good. If I want that top 5 back, I need supercars. Or open wheelers. Or, I mean... certainly better than an exemplar, I suppose. I'll probably get him on acceleration out of this corner. Or not. Eventually, but took long enough. Top 5 is always possible dream is kind of falling by the wayside a little bit. I'm still not too far behind though. This is what I'm talking about. Like I'm driving well enough in the not super quick cars to be able to keep myself there or thereabouts. Top 5 is just at the end of this straight now. Yeah, a Hyperion on the next lap would be very helpful. It's always my standout car in these races. If I get a Hyperion, things go well. Club GTR. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. I mean, we started with the club. Ah, this isn't quick. This is probably slower than the regular club. I think this is this existed on Project Homecoming before the club was added to regular GTA. And it's probably slower than the regular GTA club. Ah, there it goes. Well, I'm still in the top 10, but top 5 is definitely leaving at this point. It's always the same. Always the same. Random Sporty. Higher chance of getting good cars. And I still suffer bad luck, relatively. The lead has been unchanged all the way through. Danny Annie has just demolished everything. Our first lap set him up. Whatever he had then. Just kept it going all the way through. I think this is going to be the last lap unless Danny Annie makes it to the end of the track before 50 seconds is up. Maybe 1 or 2 more cars. Ada. Well, it's the Ada with an active spoiler at least. So it's quicker than vanilla GTA Ada. I don't think it's going to be enough in 2 laps, even if I get something very good on the final lap. I don't think it's going to be enough to get a top 5. I've really lost time on the last few laps. Fastest car in the game. It's so much better with the spoiler though.
Oh, what a scumbag!
All those years where we had sort of the Turismo, the Entity, the Zentano at the top of the supercars class, the Adder would have been right there if it had a spoiler upgrade. It's all it needed to be on pace. Well, there's 3 battling just ahead. So positions are up for grabs, but I'm pretty far behind top 5 now. Great car to drive with the spoiler. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, you can see them on the map on the left there. They're all very close together. The Elena, I don't think this is very quick. For my last car, this is a disappointment. Good old random Sporty, dangling the potential of better vehicles in front of my face, and still disappointing me. Classic random Sporty. Might be able to pick off 1 position before the end. Danny Annie has absolutely dominated. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, you can see them on the map, they're different colours. They're all so close. But Danny Annie has bossed it after that first lap. See if I can overtake for 9th. This blister compact. I'm not that much quicker than it though, to be fair. It's mainly the corners. Someone just behind Mark Verstappen in that Corvette. It was a good job I took 9th because I was in danger of losing 10th if I hadn't. Well, top 10 I suppose, not bad. I was there or thereabouts most of the way through, but I needed some higher percentage of sports and supercars I think to be anywhere into the top 5. Danny Annie just bossed it from the start though. Incredible. I wonder what car he had on the first lap. That's all he needed. There you go.
Oh, what a scumbag!
That was a nice relaxing race though, with some decent cars and, you know, no nonsense, no craziness, no dozers or anything like that. A nice way to sort of chill out before the random pain madness on the 6th of September.